And it was Arsenal 2, Brentford 0 in what was a really tricky game. But that leaves us 5 points clear at the top of the table, still top of the UCL, 17 games unbeaten, and another clean sheet. Let me break it down. So we were back at the Emirates for our third London derby in 4 games, and we all know derbies are tense and very draining. With no Gabby or Saliba, Arsenal fans were questioning whether we should start £100 million midfield maestro Rice, as players like himself, Timber, Saka and Super Mendy are all in need of rest, as they played 3 games last week versus 3 UCL teams in Tottenham, Bayern Munich and Chelsea. So it was a pleasant surprise to see Saka, Eze and Timber on the bench, allowing opportunities for Madueke, Benny Blanco and Captain Odegaard to rep for Arsenal. And rep they did, as Arsenal started off the game with real intent, trying to get back to winning ways, and it took 10 minutes for Madueke to swivel a lovely backheel round the defender to Ben White, who looks up and crosses it in to, you guessed it, Michael Jordan-esque Air Marino, who is an aerial sniper and slaps it in with a downward bullet header, leaving Kelleher no chance. 1-0 up in 10 minutes and we still cooking, so now we're getting that feeling of how many are we going to score. But shortly after, we take a massive blow by getting an injury to Mascara. Down to the bare bones, we bring on Timber from his day off to cover centre-back with Hincapié. And great credit to Brentford, who reminded us of the quality of the Premier League, and although their open play football was not the best, they are set-piece kings. They literally play for set pieces, and every single throw-in they had me feeling how rivals feel about Arsenal's corners. I get it now. Throw-in after throw-in, 8 corners and how many free kicks later, and Arsenal still holds strong, launching quick attacks of our own but missing gilt-edged chances to extend our lead. We bring on Saka and Eze on 60 minutes, still holding on to a 1-0 lead with 90 minutes approaching, and Brentford feeling themselves. Mikel Merino, who had dropped into midfield for Gyökeres, looks up and sees Saka making a darting run against his fullback. We all screaming, pass, pass, but Merino waits and the defender goes wider to Saka, and then Saka seizes his opportunity and plays a sublime ball through to Saka, who retrieves it, chops back and shoots with his famous favoured left foot. Bow! Kelleher gets 2 hands to it, but it proves too hot to handle as it bounces over the goal line. 2-0, 91 minutes. And we all breathe a sigh of relief, get the 3 points and get out of there. And although it seemed like a tricky game, Brentford only managed to achieve 0.38 XG and 0 shots on target. Another 3 points and clean sheet, right back where we need to be. And the Arsenal train is rolling again. But I need to give a special shout out to Mikel Merino with a goal and an assist. This guy has 30 GA in 2025, better than some teams' £125 million striker. Also, Benny Blanco, who had a man of the match performance in his first start in months, so glad to have him back and fit. Offers something slightly different to Timber going forward. And also Madueke, who is any fullback's nightmare. He cooks his fullback every time. Such an entertaining player when he's on it. But in saying that, he needs to work on his end product, final ball and decision making. But what a player. And also a big shout out to the manager, Don Mikel Arteta. I understand why he couldn't take off Rice. We needed his extra defensive abilities, especially after losing Mascara. So keep doing your thing, big man, and ignore all the noise. And Rice has come out and stated he is fine, no injury. If we could get 4 wins out of our next 5 games, we will be sitting on 45 points after halfway through the season, which is on schedule for 90 points. Which, I'll be honest, looks difficult for any team to achieve this season. So if we can hit 90 points, surely, lol. Anyway, one game at a time. But for now, we still top, and Mourinho's are done as Arteta's army marches on. Inner peace.